Oh, he has a mouth on him. He's got...
I love him so much.
I know you do. I know you do. Bunny was just waiting for that video to drop. Bunny loves her some Nicholas DeOrio.
I do. Oh, it makes me tingle.
I never
he does good.
want him yelling at me. Never.
No.
I want him to yell at me, but in a whole different kind of way.
Oh my God, Bunny!
Like, I'm sorry, it's the accent. There's something about the sassy, like, New Yorker accent that I'm like, okay.
I'm telling Vega.
Yes, sir.
I'm snitching on you. I'm going right in there.
I feel like he would get it. I feel like he'd get it. Though.
I'll find out. I will take her Muta over how the hell Keemstar says it. I can't even say it. Yeah. The way Keemstar says it, he sounds like he's about to sneeze or something.
Oh, yeah. Gesundheit, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Flamenco gets it straight. I love this so much.
Oh my God. There's a lot of lore in this video. I swear to God.
Yes, so much.
Okay,
that sounded like Roblox sort of a
You know, I don't appreciate y'all making fun of me every time.
Hi, hello, and welcome to the 45th episode of the broadcast. I am Eva, and here with me, as always, we have Xylie Star.
Hello.
And we have SumBunniLuvsU.
Hello.
Now, we're going to get right back into the MamaMax drama. A lot more things has come out. We're going to be reacting to Nick DeOrio's video. W Nick.
Oh yeah, this video was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff that's just come out, like the lawsuit and stuff like that, we'll go over that in our next recording.
Mm-hmm.
We're just doing the video today, but I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about it because looking at what they're doing now versus, well, what they're saying now and what we watch in this video is like, bro, like really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know now, I will say a lot of people are really starting to ask questions about Spencer.
Yeah, that's interesting, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems pretty guilty of some stuff.
Well, she's not doing herself any favors. She really isn't.
No. There's been a lot of inconsistencies, and as well as implicating herself in her interview as someone that was complicit in helping people getting groomed and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is something you probably should have kept to yourself. As Xylie said, y'all need to shut the F up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so getting into this Nick video, there are 10 hidden QR codes. Now, our last live stream, we actually showed the videos that came off the QR codes. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a good nod / middle finger to MamaMax with using the QR codes.
Oh, that was amazing. Like, I remember going over this live stream when I was co-hosting with Edwin, right? And so we would actually be stopping every single QR code. And believe me, there were so many QR codes littered without that. And it was literally just him going off at Tommy C mostly.
Yep.
It was pretty amazing to see him just completely lose it. Like, he ended up looking like a madman throughout the whole thing. And nothing much has changed, to be honest.
No, nothing much at all. I will say one thing about this whole thing is I like how the community is coming together. Chud Logic called it like the Avengers came out, and that's
I love that.
That's exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it feels. But I will say I'm starting to get a little burnt out on the subject. But at the same, like, I did a live stream today, as a matter of fact. I almost didn't do that live stream because I'm kind of burnt out on it. I really am, because I've had such a visceral reaction to what MamaMax has been doing. It just like took out all my energy. But whenever, it is, and I just hate seeing people either being taken advantage. Well, no, I hate seeing people being taken advantage of. And, you know, as Tommy said, you know, when he was talking about me, when I went up there with MamaMax, he was like, look, she's a middle-aged woman. You know she wants justice for, you know, people getting hurt and stuff like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, I can't sit here and say that these women aren't victims. I'm not going to sit there and say that. Because that guy could legitimately be a bad guy. But with the way this is being handled, it's like you're screwing it up for them if that's the case.
Yeah, it's being really grossly mishandled, isn't it? Like, just everything about the whole thing is just backwards. Like, literally just so backwards. Like, I don't know why it took them that long to, you know, go to the police, get actual lawyers, if that is the actual case. Because what we've seen so far is basically ChatGPT. There's been no representation that has been, like, identified. So, I don't know. That could all just be a load of crap as well. So,
God only knows. God only knows.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it is.
Are you?
Yeah, especially, like, you know, I said when we watched his first video, it felt like ChatGPT wrote all of that because it was using the same words that ChatGPT used when I made that one video.
Yeah.
Like, it uses the same phrases and stuff, and, like, even his letters from his lawyers and stuff are using the same verbiage. Like, he's not learning as he's going to even do it better.
Well, he said it in the description, because Eva found that. He said it in the description of the one video. And then DJ Screwdriver showed that somewhere in another video, or the same video, can't remember which, at the 9 minute and something mark, he also said it was written by him and ChatGPT. So
yeah, like
how can he be proud of that? Like, I feel like that. Like, what are you even doing? What do you like?
I think that goes into. I think it goes into what he's trying to represent about AI and stuff like that, which, by the way, is a totally separate topic to everything else. I don't know why that's been intermingled with anything that he's talking about and related to these allegations. And it's just, it's like, really is just a separate topic. Like, I get what he was trying to do, but it shouldn't be represented in the way that he put it.
Yeah.
All I know is we had a hard time following that video.
Oh yeah.
To the point where, I mean, I would pause it, go to say something, and you two were like, I zoned out. I completely zoned out.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
The ADHD took over. Like, we were focusing on things we shouldn't have been focusing on. Like, literally, he was talking, and then we were looking at his mouth move, going, he's lip syncing this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he lip syncing this? And then, you know, his duck hat, like, you know, there was so many elements of that I just couldn't look away from to focus on what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Yeah, the words he was saying really meant nothing. He was saying a bunch of filler words, and none of it really meant anything by the end of it.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is Nicholas DeOrio's video. The prodigal son has returned after 2 years of not uploading. And he completely blue-balled everybody. And I participated in that in my own chat.
That was so good.
I participated in that, and let me tell you something. Never, ever, ever, ever question the positive potato. Just saying. All right, so let's get started, ladies. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right,
let's do it.
Let's go.
Hi, my name is Nicholas DeOrio. Before we get started,
I have it at 1.25, by the way.
Yep, sweet.
Today, I'm going to be clear and concise about what this video will prove. Today, you're going to see undeniable evidence that MamaMax is a complete and total fraud. He is a content creator who claims his platform exists to empower abuse survivors. And the reality is, MamaMax is a liar. His actions in the past and present paint a far more sinister picture. Right off the bat, this video does contain clips of the leaked recording between myself, MamaMax, and Mudahar of Some Ordinary Gamers. If Max has an issue with how he is portrayed in this video, I consent to the full call being released. I am not afraid. In the event where Max tries to bully me with threats of getting my channel banned, this video removed, or anything else through use of YouTube contacts, which he has done to content creators who have exposed him recently, I will not hesitate to drop our full uncut recording for the—
Okay, how about a lawsuit against Mudahar? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think that's grounds to release it. What do you reckon?
He told
think so,
Chud
too.
Logic today that there is a part that he'd want to cut out because it has like a lot of sensitive information, like I think real life information about one of the victims.
Right.
But besides that, he goes, I think y'all are going to end up seeing the call. He just won't say when.
Hopefully it's not going to be another 2 years. Oh my God. Oh, please drop it soon.
I need the call. I need the call. It's going to be great content.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Let's go.
The entire internet to see. I will not be silenced, and you will get everything that's coming to you.
Max is supposed to be the one bringing the story across to everyone. And yes, if in the case that everything is actually...
Why is it my job?
Why is it my job?
Putting it all on me.
Because it's your case!
That tells you everything you need to know about him.
Oh my God. Why me? Oh, shut up, you whiny little
Yeah.
kid.
Why have I been chosen this thing that I decided to do?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Bringing it. Why are you...
Absolutely. I am the first one.
Okay, a few months ago, the YouTuber
Okay.
named MamaMax
Okay. I missed that. Did you not miss that? Okay.
I missed that. The only one thing that didn't pop up in this was a definition, and I was like, damn it, he didn't do a definition of anything. Oh my God.
asked me to react to his content and promote the massive investigation he was about to release. Max Stryker claimed to be exposing a depraved individual who used social media to lure society's most vulnerable into compromising situations. Cameron Gerard Davis has been accused of masquerading as mythical creatures such as werewolves and vampires in the hopes to lure children, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, is what I would have said if Max's videos on the subject weren't terrible.
Today we're going to be talking about a YouTuber that's been going really wacky
Let's
wild as of
go.
late.
This video is going to be on a more serious topic. I'm sure most of you know who a creator by the name of MamaMax is and the controversy currently surrounding them.
It was probably me and Nick, and that was about it. You're going to see as this goes further, this guy's a serious hero. Like he really believes in his hero.
Then you made the third video, which was calling out Moist Critical for not covering the story after you DM'd him like a spurg a bunch of times.
Yeah, so here, you want me to talk about it a little bit? That rubbed me the wrong way. I spent 12 days not doing anything online, in bed, and during that time apparently it changed his whole framing of the video in order to make it like a Trojan horse of cancel Critical because he didn't respond to my messages and ghosted me.
Imagine Anthony Fantano just watching this like that.
You provided evidence that was some girl's testimony, and 4 girls, if not 5.
Pause. Did I just see a flash of like some quote from Adolf Hitler?
What?
Inside there's like a flash of a quote from Adolf Hitler.
Watching this like that.
Oh my God, there was! Wait a minute!
Imagine Anthony Fantano just watching this like that.
The man who... Okay, there was something before that, and then this one is the man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes.
Oh my God, Nick. Oh my God, Nick. In no world would I think to say Hitler was right. This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You provided evidence that was some girl's testimony, and 4 girls, if not 5, came out with their testimony against you.
What I'm saying is the burden of proof is on them and they didn't provide any.
And it just seems like a dramatized, embellished story. And then this person's talking about it and just saying insane things.
Look at the hand movements. He thinks he's like actually the Punisher. So pathetic.
Max released
Okay, that whole intro was good.
It was fire.
Yeah.
That was so good. Yeah. And all like that we are real Kumas, we are retarded. Like it was great.
Yeah. Jesus.
3 videos that provide essentially nothing in the form of evidence. The average person can't follow anything he's released so far, and more time was spent responding to critics than providing actionable proof that content creators could use to condemn Cameron Gerard Davis. In fact, after Max threatened me privately for not reacting to his unwatchable...
Can you imagine? Your response or lack thereof will not go unnoticed. We are determined to be heard, and we hope to count you among us, those who stand for what is right.
Your silence speaks volumes.
I'll be damned if I'm going to get a DM threatening me because I didn't react to something. What?
No, that's ridiculous.
I wish somebody would. What?
video on my main YouTube channel, I cataloged my 10 hours of research publicly in the form of 2 live streams, and my results were astounding. All right, we're 2 hours in this we're 2 hours in right now. Realistically, we're another hour and a half on top of our 4.5 hours in. So we're at like the 6-hour mark of understanding what's going on here. And I will point out to you, now that we've hit the 6-hour mark, that I still don't know what Cameron Gerard Davis has done. And spoiler alert, when we hit the 8-hour mark or the 10-hour mark, I don't know how far we're gonna go. We're still not gonna know. After 10 grueling hours investigating this vampire werewolf cult, I realize I've learned essentially nothing about Cameron Gerard Davis, the accused.
On March 18th, 2016, Spencer, a girl from Xylie, Texas, mysteriously disappeared, lured by the illusion of joining a supernatural family as a vampire on some random corner of the internet. She actually found herself ensnared in a dangerous cult led by a predator posing as a werewolf god.
Max Striker's evidence provides without a shadow of a doubt that this might just be a video of a black man roaring like a wolf with fake vampire teeth in his mouth. Along with this compelling evidence, we also know details about his family, including his mother's name for some reason.
This video. Oh, I was just laughing my ass off at that.
Yeah.
And they're werewolf
It's
teeth, by the way. They're from the bottom up. Vampires from the top down. They're werewolf teeth. Oh my god! I think that's even worse.
I'd like to extend my most heartfelt apology that this is how you have to find all of this out. But the fact of the matter is, your son, Camden Gerard Davis, has been victimizing hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of mothers.
You started to like direct your chat to tell them to go reach out to the mom and to the brother to find out information about Camden. Is that that's true, right?
I guess so.
You don't have any proof that they're even involved, right?
Correct. Thank you all.
So we're just going to send everybody to the mom and brother, but we don't have any proof or anything that they were even involved. But we're going to do that, though. That's what pissed me off so bad. Oh, my God, I was so angry when that was happening.
Yeah,
Joining
that's
the stream
real
and
responsible.
participating in this conversation. We'll see you, probably never again.
And when people asked why his serious allegations were so over-dramatized and hard to understand, this was his answer.
What even is this?
So, the MamaMax universe was a cautionary tale that takes place in a dystopian future where child predators have seized global power, exploiting the digital landscape to entrench their rule. Rising from the ashes of a society that failed to protect its most vulnerable, the children emerged. A covert network of vigilantes inspired by the style of Hotline Miami. Once victims, they are now hunters of the monsters who hurt children. They form a structured rebellion, seeking to dismantle the predatory.
Can you imagine? This is literally in the Camden video. Why?
Yeah, can you imagine him playing in this video and he's like, okay, I gotta get this predator, I gotta get him, but first I gotta order a chicken and a pig and a horse head.
Oh my god.
like, I mean, how silly is that? All the extra crap that he added to this video instead of talking about the actual subject.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure that helped everyone out. Max claims to be advising and protecting the 8 known victims out of Cameron's hundreds of potential abuse survivors, and yet we know next to nothing about him or really them. You can hear some spoken word testimony on a separate YouTube channel that was created by Spencer. Who is Spencer, you ask? A survivor who is now living with MamaMax.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay.
She is highly involved. She is like highly involved. She's in charge of all the money. One person is saying that she's in charge of taking in victims of other stuff and supposedly reporting it for people. She is really big into suing Mutahar. She's like... And then she implicated herself at the end of her podcast. I don't... Yeah. There's just a lot... There's a lot to that story.
Yeah, she's talking too much. She's getting too involved. And I think something like this shouldn't be put on the shoulders of like an alleged victim, because they've already got like a gripe to venge for or whatever. Like they're not going to be seeing clearly. They're going to be like gun-hoing after everybody, and that's not the type of level-headedness you need to go into an investigation like this, or even gathering other witnesses or gathering other victims. Like The whole thing is just being played out so irresponsibly. Like, I don't understand why she's in charge of the money. Number one, a victim should not be in charge of the money. It should be someone else handing it out to everybody else. Because then what happens if something goes wrong? They're going to be implicated again.
Offered because it felt like the perfect storm. Like, it felt like, okay, clearly this is happening for a reason. I figured if I can just document the prime subject of my documentary, then why not just have her live with me? And since she needed a home.
Don't worry, he's hoping Spencer will be financially independent soon.
That's not to say it's gonna be permanent. I do want to get Spencer to become independent at some point. We're gonna get all her medical stuff done, for basically everything. Like, you need to learn how to drive, we're gonna do that.
But for some reason, the strapping young roommates decided to post a 4-hour podcast. Unfortunately for the both of them, the big...
That is so weird that he's like, kind of like taking up the role of a parent with this girl. Like,
yeah, little MamaMax. Like,
yeah.
Like,
he's gonna teach her how to drive and get all of her medical stuff. Like that. Like, how old is she again?
20 something.
This is all just so strange. I don't think I caught that the first time watching this. How strange.
It's like she went from one cult to another.
Yeah. Yep. And she's kind of playing similar roles.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
she's
buddy,
the right
you're
hand.
right.
Think of that.
Yeah, she's the right hand person in this one too.
Oh,
Bunny.
She's top bitch. Holy crap.
Oh my god, we're investigators now. I'm so excited for us. All right, let's go.
Biggest takeaway from that podcast is that Max himself is being investigated by the FBI.
I literally got a card on my front fence from the FBI. They didn't even bother contacting you.
No.
That shows how much more they care about my case than yours.
And Spencer potentially admitted to a crime.
Did you ever recruit?
Yes. So my particular recruitment style, go on Whisper and post about, if you want to join a family dynamic, hit me up on Kick. There's one time he did have me lure a girl, like, physically.
That sounds fucking illegal. I lured a girl physically.
We got an Uber and went and picked this girl up from like 30 minutes away from us, and she was like 13 or 14.
Bro.
Why'd she say that? Like, even, like, I just... Oh, God.
Yeah. She's implicating herself. Now, she was 16 at the time she did that, but still, you know.
Still.
Yeah.
Like, luring a 13-year-old girl.
He kept trying to convince me to convince her to have sex with him, and I was like, no. Thankfully, her parents got her the next day.
What the fuck?
Me and Kayla are pretty sure
Listen,
that
Max.
he went over there and he raped her after I was with my foster parents.
When your victim is going to talk about something where they're potentially implicating themselves in a crime, I mean, I don't know what age they were at the time, but regardless, like, you should absolutely be seeking legal advice before you even think about bringing this up.
Why this was up
Exactly.
100%.
uploaded at all, I will not understand. If anything, they're creating a defamation case for the man they hope to put in prison. MamaMax has chose to make a schizophrenic ARG adventure instead of a detailed allegation video with supporting evidence, so he can help protect and support women who put their trust in him.
You do understand, if you go to court, they can pull these live streams for court. I made a Nicholas DeOrio video, let's go!
And this part is so good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You do know that, right?
We are not going to court, Xylie.
So what are you doing? Just hunting them down like a deer? Is that what we're doing?
Have you not been listening to the stream? So when we reached out to the lawyer, he told us it would not be beneficial to pursue a case against Camden Gerard Davis because he likely does not have substantial assets. So he recommended that we all go in person.
So you do plan to go to police, right?
Of course.
If you go to police and they say, okay, yay, we're going to go get him or whatever, I don't know, live in a dreamland, whatever you want to feel. Are you going to court after that?
I'm unsure about the entire process. I think that's the job of the district attorney, but the survivors would likely appear as witnesses.
What bothers me is your answer right there. You've been doing this for 5 years and you don't know how the process goes? How
I've
many
never
people
been
have
to
you
court.
actually caught?
I've never been to court.
MamaMax claims to...
Idiot.
I just love how you could tell he really thought he was going to try and make you look stupid, like being like, have you not been paying attention, Xylie? And then you just flipped it on him.
That wasn't the plan. I literally just said what was coming to my head. That literally was not a plan. I wasn't going, I'm going to make him look stupid. No, I was going up there going, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look stupid. That's the whole reason why I didn't want to go up there.
You very casually made him look stupid.
Yeah, so eloquently. Yeah, and he made himself look stupid, to be honest. So.
I just can't believe that was his answer when he said, I'm not sure how the process goes. And I was like, what, bro?
Yeah,
what?
That long? Yeah.
Come on, man.
You have hunted predators for years, but it is more than evident that he has no idea what he's doing, and now his past has begun to come under fire.
Well, I guess the question is like, the next getting at is like, okay, so you want to enact this change. What do you hope is the eventual result of your video?
Okay.
Of all this?
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give a shit if my video comes back up. It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody.
Was that as a result of your video, or was that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video.
I'm so sick of having predators that run away like Pablo Sonny and we don't get them.
What?
I am investing all of me into you and the Survivor, Spencer, because
MamaMax claims he needs help from all of these YouTubers, from, checks notes, Joe Rogan to Anthony Fantano, yet he refuses to accept any form of criticism.
Anthony Fantano, really?
Anthony yeah.
Because his
You
music's
are
so
the
based.
music edition.
Yeah.
With a subject matter that matters, and participants who deserve better.
Look, I want to see this asshole. And if what you're saying is 100% true, I want to see this motherfucker behind bars. But there's a way to present this, there's a way to handle this before you get to that point, right? And that's what we need to be focusing on. That's like where everything needs to be centered on. It is where I'm at, and that's all I really can say about the situation.
I would have really appreciated this like 2 months ago when we first reached out.
When he said that to Mudahar, oh my God. I was like, no,
yeah.
he did not, bro.
Yep, placing blame on other people is what Max does. Let's go.
My God. That was such a slap in the face, bro.
I know, what an idiot.
Ugh.
I reached out to you and multiple other creators asking for help, and none of you were responsive. I understand y'all are busy and doing your own things. But this is the first time I've ever handled a case of this complexity and magnitude, and that is why I was asking for help. To those of you who are saying I was putting the blame on Muda, I'm not. But I do acknowledge that I need help with this case. That was my point. And
his smug little smile at the end of that. I just want to slap him. My God.
My God, you've been around me and Bunny a little bit too long. The way you just said slap, you sounded kind of country. Just saying.
Oh, did I?
Oh, slap him.
You sure did. You sound like one of our people, Bunny. Good God.
I'm here to stay, y'all.
We need to discuss is Max's failures in his current ongoing investigation. And these are failures, by the way. The vast majority of help that Max has been able to provide with his deep skill set and large platform is a botched social media campaign called #WeAreReal. The reason I cite this as a failure is simple. Nobody knows anything about the cult that Max claims to be exposing. In fact, I've referred to Camden Gerard Davis as Cameron throughout the previous 10 minutes of this video. And I guarantee that most people outside of content creators who've covered the story
hardly anybody gets that man's name right.
No, and it's funny, it's just like, I did notice it a few times, and then when you get to that point, I'll laugh my ass off, because honestly, if you didn't know the story, you would not know that his name wasn't Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story didn't even realize that. As we've touched on previously, MamaMax has moved in with one of the many girls that he's currently assisting, but records show that doesn't always seem to have been the plan.
I want to actually answer some questions about like why we're doing donations through my Patreon rather than a GoFundMe. That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through. And
what does he mean by contractually obligated? Maybe he's is it a hyperbole? You know the word I'm talking about.
Hyperbole.
Yeah. Is it that? Is he just saying it to say it? In other words, I said I was going to see it through, but it's not actually a contract. But then again, the way he has NDA signed, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's what I was about to say. I think with the way he likes to type up stuff like it's coming from a lawyer, I feel like he probably did type something up and everybody signed it and they said, we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, that sounds more likely, to be honest, because he is the type of person to be, exaggerate or be extravagant in his statements and stuff like that. So I definitely think you're right with that one for sure.
I'm really curious, like, how has he painted himself to these victims? Like, what do they really think he's good for? I'm wondering.
That's a good point.
Okay, where was it? Somebody had asked Spencer why she wanted MamaMax to do it, and she saw his videos and she liked the way he did things in his videos. and how he was catching people, which he wasn't really catching people.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really believe that because they've been longtime friends. Remember, they've known each other since kindergarten.
I don't
so
think they
believe
were.
it.
I don't think they were long life friends.
Yeah, it could be another thing that they were, exaggerating, I guess.
The
But,
only thing they
you know,
talk about is that she and his sister went to kindergarten together. That's what they said.
Oh, his sister went to kindergarten with her.
Yes.
Okay.
She's friends with his sister, but I don't know how close a friend she was. And if she was that close, you mean to tell me that he didn't take on her case and he'd rather dunk on Tommy than to help her? Were they really that good of friends?
Yeah, for years?
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they were as close as what some people think they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the whole thing's foggy.
Make sure Spencer's taken care of. Spencer's moving over to me in a couple of days, actually, and we're gonna find her own place, and I will be paying for all of it.
Not sure what he meant by contractually obligated, but it sounds to me like Max was planning on getting Spencer a place of her own, but at least right now, they live together. I guess you just can't fake the step survivor atmosphere. But since money was mentioned, just to be clear, in exchange for this person's testimony, Spencer is receiving housing, income from Max's YouTube and Patreon, and also receiving the clout incentive from Max promoting her YouTube channel and placing integral parts of the investigation.
Yep.
Nick showed me he put that. I was like, Nicholas, why is that face there, Nicholas? And all I did was like, and he started doing his little giggle, and I was like, Nicholas?
Yeah.
Exclusively over there. This information does not, however, mean that Spencer is lying. What it does showcase is how unethical Max's investigations have been since day one. If Max sweetening the pot isn't enough for you to get outraged over, I certainly wasn't expecting to find out last week on the MamaMax live stream that before all of this, Spencer was Max's close family friend.
Spencer has known my family her whole life.
Oh, no.
She was in the same kindergarten class as my sister.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all understand, like, the relationship here.
Like, my aunt literally knows his mom.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, there you go. Her aunt knows his mom, so the families know each other. But I don't know if that means that she was close with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that don't really mean anything. My aunts knows all kinds of mamas.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what does that really even mean?
Mm-hmm.
What point is that?
Yeah, so I don't know how close that actually means their whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so really it's just saying, look, she's not a stranger.
Right.
Like, we know of each
Yeah,
other.
she's not a stranger off the street. She's not just, somebody I met at the corner store or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah.
We were friends before we were, like, actually on a case. Like,
Oh no.
So, just to rip the band-aid off, this is not some stranger that Max is helping out of the kindness of his heart. This is a family friend who's getting a shiny new YouTube channel, some pocket cash to start, and a place to sleep. And for those reasons alone, we could and probably should stop here. Max is not fit to take this case on for Spencer. But it's not just about Spencer, even though it kind of seems that way. 23 days after Max launched the hashtag #WeAreReal campaign, another survivor named Kai, from what is alleged to be her OnlyFans Facebook page, was begging for $20. This $20 would of course be used for wipes, diapers, and eggs.
That just makes me so sad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
Where is her support?
Yeah.
She's obviously one of the people that have reached out, right?
Yeah. It's one of the girls in the Discord server, in the Survivor Discord server.
Yeah.
So,
For her 2-year-old child. There are now legitimate concerns to raise about how the funds are being distributed to the survivors. And Max, I want to see a paper trail.
To support this effort,
Yes.
all donations received in October via our Patreon will be allocated for this legal process. All additional funding will be used to film this story.
So just to be clear, guys, the money is going to make more of these amazing videos and not to little kids who need diapers.
where's the donations going towards? Not that I doubt it won't be going to a good cause for survivors. It's going to the legal case. Spencer's handling all the money.
Oh no.
I'm...
Oh no. I swear to God that Nick is so shady. He's so shady.
You did this in a week too. I cannot believe all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Like, dude, so good.
So impressive. If the girl that was begging for money, I just had a thought. If she moved in with Max, she'd probably be taken care of. Boom.
I'm gonna need her not to do that.
No, we don't.
I
need
feel like there's something that makes me feel like they're not going to be giving these people the money so that is that not kind of an easy way to lure them in to where you want? I can't stop thinking of him as a cult leader now. After seeing all this stuff, I'm putting Max on the same level as any other person trying to create a cult. That's just what it feels like to me. And that would be a real easy way to lure in these other victims because they're already vulnerable and they need help. And he's already got one living with them. I mean, it's going to be easy to get more.
Yeah, but I think the circumstance,
that's just my theory, though.
I think the circumstance in which Spencer's living with him is family friend, but she is like to me, she's in charge of way too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like what you said before. She literally went from that position in the one to that position now. As far as like internet cult, yeah, I can see that because he certainly does that like a cult leader, especially with his diehard fans and stuff like that. And he is always using we and our and you know, I just he speaks like
Group
one.
thinks.
Yeah.
Can I just also mention when he keeps talking about the the funds are going to go towards a legal case? What legal case?
I don't
didn't
know.
he say they didn't have a legal case?
I don't know.
He was saying there wasn't one. They couldn't legally take him anywhere.
No, they were talking about they weren't doing it civilly.
Civilly, right? So that would mean like
they're
a class
working.
action.
They're working on a legal case.
With what the ChatGPT lawyers? What sort of retainer do they get?
We don't know.
Oh my god.
She is the financial manager of the legal case.
Oh no! Why is one of the victims in charge of all of the money? Why are you not in charge of all of the money?
Right?
Ethical complaints and money trails aside, I've already told you Max's videos on Camden are hard to follow. I've showed you an example of how Max responds to criticism as well. Now let's take a closer look at the actual content made for this investigation. Max has released a total of 3 main channel videos on the subject matter of the hashtag #WeAreReal campaign. The first of which is titled Brainwash Your Favorite Influencer Trigger Warning.
Welcome to your programming. Kindly send this video to your favorite influencer.
About a third of this 10-minute video is a criticism of cult psychology, and not even the actual issue. Only a few minutes of the video is dedicated to both Camden and Spencer, and 1 full minute of the video is Max begging for shoutouts from large YouTubers and social media icons. The second video is longer, 25 minutes, and it's predominantly
That's pretty much standard right now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Response by Max to his critics.
Your profile picture already speaks volumes about where you're coming from.
In it, Max complains about the first video bombing, and he bitches about the creators who won't drop everything at a moment's notice and cover the all of 0 evidence he's distributed thus far for the Camden cult.
We proactively reached out to many different reaction channels, hoping to pique their interest in engaging with the topic of such grave importance.
I said this on I said this on my live stream today, and I've said it several times. I love how these damn YouTubers who don't cover drama or whatever, or influencers, I love how they complain about commentary channels, tea channels, drama channels, news channels. They complain about all of them until they need them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need them either when they get in trouble and they're like, how do I handle this? Or they need them because they want them to react to something. It's like they hate us until they need us. It's like, come on.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Yet the very purpose of the video falls short when these creators stop responding and choose not to engage. Only a handful out of the tons we reached out to gave any type of feedback whatsoever.
Fun little side note, this is actually around the time that Max reached out to me and sent a psychotically worded threat for not covering the story up until this point. Your silence will not be unnoticed. Well, how'd that end up working out for you, motherfucker? At the 21-minute mark, Max...
he has a mouth on him. He's got...
I love him so much.
I know you do. I know you do.
I
Bunny
do.
was just waiting for that video to drop. Bunny loves her some Nicholas DeOrio.
I do.
Throws Spencer on screen to defend him from criticism.
This video feels very exploitive itself.
Your feelings about the video, without explaining further, are noted. Here's a message from the survivor herself.
Oh no.
Hey everyone, I'm Spencer. I am here to...
That oh no, I swear to God.
Yeah, and once again, he throws the victim in front of him like a shield, trying to respond to something. So, you want some talk about this? Well, here's Spencer. Take it away, Spencer.
Yeah, every time.
Like what?
Every time.
About some of the reactions towards the trailer. What I do not appreciate is people being offended on my behalf.
This is the first example of a pattern of behavior exhibited where Max hides behind Spencer to shield himself from criticism. Please note this now because we will be coming back to it later. Finally, the video ends off with Max retreading a similar story of the allegations against Camden from the video I showed you earlier and in this video.
Hello, friends, it's me.
Oh, God.
Who the heck are you clicking on my video?
I still think that was for Tommy C.
Yeah, no, I think you're
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, now
Yeah,
that,
I do
like,
too.
there's more context around it, and looking back at the other ones, I'm like, yeah, that's most likely Tommy.
Yep.
Just, I don't understand why the Irish accent's so thick. Like,
Because he was probably trying to be artistic with it.
Autistic.
Well, let me be the first to welcome you to my channel.
Now, number 3 is a weird one. I've gone back and forth on this, but I think I've settled on it being the worst of both worlds and a Frankenstein version of the previous 2 videos. It's another 20 minutes of weird, edgy cult psychology stuff that really makes Max sound like he read a book and a few Wikipedia pages and now thinks he's an expert. This one contains even less about the actual investigation and notably clickbaited Charlie hard. Like a predator hunter clickbaiting Moist Critical is fucking crazy.
Yeah, still here. You want me to talk about it a little bit? That rubbed me the wrong way. We talked like a month ago about like what he was working on in his investigation, and then apparently when I had COVID, he messaged me a couple times and I never saw it, and now he's taken that as me ghosting him and ignoring his very important mission. I had COVID, and I barely used Discord in the first place. It was a miracle I ever even saw his message to begin with, and during that time apparently it changed his whole framing of the video in order to make it like a Trojan horse of cancel critical because he didn't respond to my messages and ghosted me.
And for what? To just keep crying that nobody gives your case a free clout transaction? In response to the criticism he got, Max ended up changing the clickbait to Sniper Wolf instead, which I guess is better for some reason because, well, she's liked less.
Well, that was actually technically the third one. It was
Yeah.
first Charlie, then it
Yeah.
was second one was Camden, and then they finally did Sniper Wolf.
Yep.
I guess it's a little
And that-
better because
yeah.
he doesn't just imply she's a predator like he did with Charlie. It's still weird in my personal opinion, though. Alongside those 3 videos, we also have the 4-hour podcast that I previously mentioned, and it contains entirely spoken word testimony and currently lives exclusively on Spencer's personal YouTube channel. This is the most information we've gotten about Camden's supposed actions thus far, and it contains nothing actionable that a content creator can use as a foundation for a video. Finally, there were the main channel live streams, and these are by far the worst of the bunch. Much of the same spoken word testimony exists here. Much of the same poor response to criticism exists here. It's also much of the same in terms of complaining about YouTubers not signal boosting him. But the variable here is that he brings in all of Camden's victims and makes them watch as he debates random people.
Every MamaMax new survivor just dropped live stream got the Smaggle Daggle debate viewer chair. Oh my God. Jesus Lord.
And makes them watch as he debates random people.
I just want to start off with this. As you can tell, I'm very autistic, and I just want to let you guys know that if I slip up and say the R word, I have the pass.
Smaggle W.
I love it so much.
I gotta start using that like every time I open my mouth around new people. Just heads up, everybody. I am autistic as fuck.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm very autistic.
When I heard Smaggle go up there and say that, I was like, "Aw, Smaggle W."
So just so we're all clear on that.
All right. I'm sure this was the productive discussion these survivors envisioned when you told us they wanted to be on the live stream. I'm sure it's what they needed to prove their legitimacy. The constant deflection and usage of survivors as meat shields is also a much more predominant issue on these live streams.
There's a way to present this, there's a way to handle this before you get to that point, right? And that's what we need to be focusing on. That's like where everything needs to be centered on, is where I'm at. And that's all I really can say about the situation. But Max, me and Nux told you about this weeks ago, almost a month at this point, exactly what I just said right now.
Right, and I am working at my platform is for the survivors. And if they want to stream, that is what we're going to do. We're going to stream.
The nature of live content is inherently volatile. Everyone knows this. At any moment, you could say something stupid, and now it exists online in some capacity.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Hey!
Forever. I imagine you're now wondering why anyone in Max's position would want to take civilian abuse survivors and subject them to such scrutiny. I mean, they're building a case to get Camden prosecuted, right? Well, actually, as of late November, an entire month after the hashtag #WeAreReal campaign started, it sounded like we were gearing up for a civil case. Or at the very least, no one was interested in getting police involved.
When's the last time that any of this has been brought to any authorities like the FBI or police?
Probably about 3 years ago.
3 years. So you guys, now that you guys have this, and how long have you guys been sort of talking to MamaMax, or how long have you guys been talking?
for like 2.5 years.
Well, now that you guys are sort of getting a case together, don't you think it'd be a better idea to, before the video, to give it to the authorities again, now that you're like all together and you can sort of go as a collective to the police?
I mean, we could have done that, but at the same time, with the track record that we've already seen, it just didn't really seem realistic without having more of us survivors to do this.
Okay, so let's be honest. I mean, a lot of cases that go to the cops like this you won't see anything. But
Yeah.
I'm actually questioning how many times they have gone to the police, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
well, he keeps saying so many conflicting things, saying he has and he hasn't and he's going to, and like it's just, well, what is it? You can't have all three, like.
Yeah. I mean, because let's be honest, in the real world, when it comes to cases like this, I mean, 9 times out of 10, cops aren't doing anything. I mean,
Oh yeah, the situation I was in, cops did nothing.
Yeah.
They pretty much said there was nothing they could do.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is. It's a damn shame. So many, and I'm not talking about the Colt case, but I'm talking about with the SA or you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So many times that goes to the cops' hands and they can't really do, either they can't do anything with it, won't do anything. Depends on the jurisdiction, the cops, the office, everything. You know, there's a lot of factors to it, and a lot of it doesn't get where it needs to go. A lot of people don't have proof with them. Or they don't have the proof that can actually show anything. So, you know, unfortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel the urgency of the matter requires all of us to start bringing.
But that doesn't mean do it the way Max has been doing it on YouTube.
No, always try.
Exactly.
Always go to the police. Always go to the proper channels. Get a lawyer. Talk to somebody like that can actually help you. Like, don't do this.
Yeah.
You don't need to do this.
Yeah, and like I hate to say this, but like if you didn't have enough evidence for the cops to like take it serious or anything, you putting that online as if it's just that's what it is, you're putting yourself in the spot of possibly getting in trouble for defamation or slander or anything, even if it is true. And then how's that going to make you feel? Like, that'd make you feel like crap after being through all that. Then that person gets to take you to court for defamation.
Right.
Yeah, having
Like-
to relive it all as well. Like, every single day. Like, imagine being in that Discord server with all those victims and apparently having all of that evidence, apparently, is sitting there for everyone to go over. That's going to, like, really hurt their case in the end because they're all, like, literally together talking about it together. Right, and trying to get their stories out, trying to get the story straight. Like, you know, when you start talking about something about your own experience, and then you might like be thinking of someone else's experience, and then you might be talking about that by accident. Like, there's so many things that could happen, and that could really hurt your case.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The survivors together. I don't want to wait for the bureaucracy of law enforcement to take their time when it's already been 7 years. With multiple reports, like that's ridiculous. And that's
Where
also
are the
why we're taking
reports?
them to court as well, because this is absurd.
Yeah, you heard that right. At the time of this stream, they had been working on this case for years and didn't think it was worth looping in authorities in any capacity. The last time cops even saw the Spencer case was well before she looped in MamaMax. While by all accounts this clip is absolutely unhinged, it is worth noting that Max said the exact opposite in his most recent live stream. In fact, I've already played you this clip.
So when we reached out to the lawyer, he told us it would not be beneficial to pursue a case against Camden Gerard Davis because he likely does not have substantial assets.
And that was about the civil case.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about the actual actions that he did in getting like time or anything like that. It's about the money.
A civil case is you're going for money.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
a civil case means you're going for money. Then there's a legal case where you're going for some kind of conviction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference between the two.
That we all go in person to report him to the police station that is in his jurisdiction.
Well, now that you guys are sort of getting a case together, don't you think it'd be a better idea to, before the video, to give it to the authorities again, now that you're like all together and you can sort of go as a collective to the police?
So he recommended that we all go in person to report him to the police station that is in
Colton's a lawyer.
Yeah, Colton's a lawyer.
Colton is their lawyer.
his jurisdiction.
This means that after all the videos, streams, and podcasts were filmed, uploaded, and reacted to, Max finally went to a lawyer who basically told him his entire plan for these women completely sucked, and now he's dramatically changing course in real time. Once again, Max is unfit to be spearheading a case of this size.
I designed this trailer as a catalyst for meaningful discussions, laced with hidden layers and nuanced elements to encourage in-depth analysis. These secrets are breadcrumbs that guide viewers toward a deeper understanding of these.
Can somebody just show us what he did? Since this situation was so...
Yes! Thank you.
That's
Oh,
all we
ouch.
That's all we want to know. What did he do?
Yeah.
What do we do? I know, like, none of us are sitting there saying, you know what? Camden is innocent. He didn't do anything. None of us are saying that. None of us.
Yeah, no one has said that.
Because we don't know either way. We don't know anything. And if you supposedly have this proof, one, you should be giving it to the cops. And two, after you do all that and whatever, I mean... Oh my God, this is just, it's a headache, bro. I'm tired of repeating myself, honestly.
Yeah, and you know what? All of that information had not been found throughout his 3 videos. But on his apology that we covered in our live stream, the last 20 seconds was the most information we've ever had out of anything that he's put out.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got names, what he went by, what the cults went by, what he's actually been doing. And it was like just the tip of the iceberg of what they would have been putting out. Like, this is like, that's still not enough information. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, infuriating.
Poorly handled. There are still things I'm leaving out just to make the video watchable. But like, why would he change his channel name to God Cult? I'm sorry, I didn't mention that.
After consulting with multiple experts in cult psychology, it became clear to me that many influencers employ cult-like techniques to build and retain their audiences. For this reason, I chose to brand the channel as God Cult.
Like, for his big investigation, he made all of the video metadata unrelated to the subject matter, and he's begging us to take him seriously because all that accomplished was making sure his main subscriber base didn't see his big video. In reality, most people probably thought they were subscribed to a YouTuber who was hacked, and this misstep was not just a direct contributing factor, it is the reason his video bombed. Instead of realizing this and course correcting, the narcissistic man-child in charge blamed literally everyone else in this situation while acting like he's God's gift to abuse survivors in the same breath.
I had hoped that influencers, especially those who've interacted with my content before, would step up. Unfortunately, it seems that self-preservation outweighs child welfare for most influencers.
For someone who claimed...
Bro.
Yeah, get Edwin on the case. That'll be great.
I love how they use the clip of like the title is like Edwin's generation is beyond cringe. Like that's the clip that he used for that. That's funny.
Well, if you notice, Vito was talking. Vito was in that call.
Vito was in that call.
He used that clip of Edwin for a reason. It was because of Vito was in there talking to him.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Uh-huh.
Seems to be so righteous and humbly asking.
And that was Nick who did, that was Max who did that, not Nick. That was a Max clip.
Yeah, that was Max.
That was,
my God.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a Max clip.
Interacted with my content before would step up. Unfortunately, it seems that
that's a Max
self-preservation
clip.
outweighs
That's
child
not Nick.
welfare for most influencers.
For someone who...
Yeah, that was the Max clip. That was in his video.
That's funny.
And that's why he used that Edwin clip, because it had Vito in it. You could see Vito talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny because obviously Edwin was one of the people who started out looking into MamaMax and had all the victims and all that sort of stuff. You know, obviously like Olivia and Paulina and Lucy and all of that, like, and Haley, all been on this channel. So this is all people that have been going against Max in particular, therefore is going after the influencer that's been going after him. It's just like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Claims to be so righteous and humbly asking busy YouTubers for support. Imagine my shock when Muda and I sat down with Max, only to be berated by both him and Spencer for not doing more.
Yeah, why are you putting it all on me?
Because it's your case!
The one bringing it. Why are you
Absolutely, I am the first one.
Yeah.
You are the only one! You haven't convinced anyone to come on board yet!
You haven't convinced exactly.
That's
You haven't
because
made
you haven't been listening to this.
That's because you haven't been giving anybody anything to work with!
This for months.
Yeah, and I've had a 2-hour-long call, and I'm not moving anywhere close to the situation.
Muta, why can't you take initiative?
Shut up. Shut up. Stop
Muta.
it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, you know what? That's better than Keem saying Muta all
That's
the time.
true.
That drives me insane.
That's true.
Muta.
I will take her Muta over how the hell Keemstar says it. I can't even say it. Yeah. The way Keemstar says it, he sounds like he's about to sneeze or something.
Oh, yeah. Gesundheit, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
To talk to other survivors.
Well, I'm talking to you right now more than anybody else.
And mind you, this is after Max broke Mudahar's trust by using Mudahar viewing evidence privately and signing an NDA so he can't discuss what he saw as like a clout transaction so the audience will believe the evidence exists.
We have evidence in a Discord server.
With other influencers as well.
Yes, you can ask Mudahar if he's seen some of the evidence.
This is like beyond messed up. Here's a prime example of Max using Spencer as a human shield.
Well, I'm asking why you did not directly contact me, but contact us only in public streams.
Let's see, I contacted you November 27th. Max, I've seen your latest video. I've caught up with this whole situation. I have texted you.
What it
Oh,
felt like.
I love this part. I love this part. Oh my god, because Nick went in.
27th. Max, I've seen your latest video. I've caught up with this whole situation. I have texted you.
What it felt like seeing him on streams.
You went on with Tommy and Lyrics and are sitting there talking to them when you literally haven't spoken to the other survivors.
Hold on, can you put Max on for a second?
I'm right here.
That was snaky as fuck, dude. Oh, I'm coming after you, Mudahar. Stand back, stand back. Spencer, can you tell him what you felt? You are literally just a little snake hiding behind her, dude. That's disgusting.
Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me?
Max is upset.
So good. Oh, it makes me tingle.
I never
does
want
good.
him yelling at me. Never.
No.
I want him to yell at me, but in a whole different kind of way.
Oh my god, Bunny!
Like I'm sorry, it's the accent. There's something about the
I'm telling
sassy, like
Vega.
New Yorker accent that I'm like, okay.
I'm telling Vega.
Yes, sir.
I'm snitching on you. I'm going right in
I feel
there
like he
and
would
snitching
get
on you.
it. I feel like he'd get it.
I'll
though.
find out.
That Muda is going against him and flinging Spencer at him like a rag doll. Since you already know about the leaked recordings, you should also probably know about the nature of Max's evidence and how Max has come to his conclusions that he's expressed about Camden Gerard Davis.
Well, I addressed him as a cult leader and sexual predator because that's how he has been described by the survivors. And even testimonials themselves serve as evidence in a court of law. So to me, that is all of the evidence I need to say this man is a sexual predator and cult leader.
So you're saying
And-
the allegation in and of itself is the evidence?
I'm sorry?
So you're saying the allegation in and of itself is the evidence?
It was everything. It was the evidence that was already there. It was the amount of them. It was the consistency of their testimonials, and it was.
But like you see the fallacy in that. Like imagine if I said, Max, you're a rapist, and Nick was to say, oh well, that's a statement of fact because Muda made this statement, and
You don't have to say Muda made the statement. Say 5 girls said it.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened.
Well,
5 girls said it.
He ain't wrong!
Got him. Oh, no.
Oh, so good.
It's so true, though. Like, it's just, it's so hypocritical of him saying that. It's just insane. It's just like, well, if allegations are evidence, aren't the allegation against you evidence? Like,
Oh my
what's
god, that
going
was
on
so
here,
funny.
buddy?
You could tell at that point Nick was like over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to
yeah.
say Muda said it. You could just say 5 girls said it.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah.
yes,
About you.
after they were in a group chat together for 3 months, after changing their allegations.
Wait, I'm
multiple
sorry.
times,
What group chat are you in? The evidence server with all of the girls?
Uh-huh.
there is evidence in there. It's not just them plotting to take down.
But there was
Camden.
evidence in the other one too, right?
Yeah,
You did
there
go
was
on her
evidence that
Facebook and
wasn't available
post
either.
the self-harm stuff. You did like all those social media messages and stuff like that. That was you, right? Be it not the most important part of the story, clearly, but like it's not like they just lied about you.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
You were like at the social media part where you put like the self-harm video on Haley's thing. That was real, correct?
Oh yes, that was real.
Oh man, allegations are evidence. Our professional keyword hunter has gone to the same law school as Flamenco.
Flamenco gets it straight. I love this so much.
Oh my god. There's a lot of lore in this video. I swear to God.
Yes, so much.
Holy shit.
Yes, your ears do not deceive you. A man who himself has been accused of abuse by 5 of his former friends and exes. Max believes that spoken word testimony is more than enough to make the claims he's made here. This justification has been used to dox Camden's mother and swing his audience of rabid abuse survivors in her direction. According to Spencer, Camden's mother had absolutely no knowledge of Spencer living in her home for the entirety of the 4 months she was there. According to Spencer, Camden does not even live with his mother currently. There is no acceptable excuse why Camden's family was doxxed and maliciously targeted by.
Exactly. There was no excuse for that. Go ahead.
I don't understand how a whole ass person could be living with inside the same house as the mother and them not knowing that they've been there for 4 months.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue. That's a great question.
And without proof, it just makes you wonder, is that even true? Because it would make sense that the mom didn't know that somebody was living in her house if there was nobody living in her house. Like that.
Yeah.
We don't even know if that part is real or not.
No, we don't.
That's true. Yeah, it's just spoken word testimony. It's true.
Yeah.
And MamaMax. While discussing this case, there have also been real concerns at who Max refers to each time he talks about lawyers.
Okay, so look at what I just sent you.
Yeah, you sent me a ChatGPT prompt, not a fucking legal definition.
Do you? I mean, we can argue legal semantics all we want. We are not lawyers.
Semantics. We have to look at exact definition, Max. You're going in with evidence that can't be 100% corroborated. You're going in with allegations as an evidence.
Why are we talking to your lawyer, ChatGPT, right now? Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, if I make a video on this, this is what I have to work with. How do you honestly think I can take your side? Logically, if tomorrow I was like, oh, where's Max getting his legal definitions? Oh, ChatGPT. Well,
ChatGPT understands the legal system.
While I fully believe...
Bro, come on.
Is he an AI?
Is what? What'd you say, Bunny?
I said, is he an AI? I'm starting to think that maybe this is going to be the big twist at the end, is he was a big AI project to begin with, and he was never even real.
Probably
He's not
so.
real. He's just an ad for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That MamaMax is speaking to legitimate lawyers in some capacity. Sending us something like this to explain his position is absolutely absurd, and I find it funny that he wants us to take him seriously. Quite possibly the biggest bombshell in regard to the Camden case, and no, shockingly it wasn't the allegations or evidence thing, is that MamaMax hasn't even seen all of his own evidence yet.
You are putting words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. That's what you said. You said you only verified Spencer's evidence. You didn't even properly analyze or timeline the evidence of the other victims. That's not putting words into your mouth. That's literally
Okay, can you allow me to clarify then?
Sure, clarify this, please.
I am in the server where they are posting evidence. Not all of them have walked me through what the evidence is as to what the context.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It seems like he's only working for Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. At this stage.
It seems like he's doing everything for Spencer only. And the other ones are just to gain more evidence for Spencer.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just backup just in case.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
more
what
people,
it feels
the
like.
more serious it's gonna be taken, maybe.
I mean, I don't
but,
think I'm not saying it's for a fact. I'm just saying that's what it feels like. Because everything's Spencer. Ugh.
He's got to be doing it with her, right? Like,
that's what I'm.
I don't think
like,
so. 'Cause I know he has a
going on.
girlfriend there.
He does?
Yeah, that's who hugged him at the end.
I thought that was Spencer.
No, that wasn't Girl, you thought that was Spencer?
Nah, I thought
that was
that
Spencer.
other girl.
Okay, look at Spencer.
Well,
look at Spencer right there. You
look at
think
her
that,
hair.
You think that was Spencer?
Oh, I
Ma'am.
thought it was Spencer.
No,
oh my god,
that was not
I thought
Spencer.
I thought
Yeah,
it,
I think
I
the
thought
girl
it
at the
was
end had
Ian.
long hair.
I'm not throwing any shade, but that girl was much smaller than Spencer.
Right, because oh my god, because I got that feel because he like nuzzled into her bosom and then put his hand around his waist. So I was
No,
like,
that was his girlfriend, I believe. Yeah.
oh my god, that makes more sense now because I was just like, what is happening here?
No, yeah, that
I'm
wasn't.
so confused.
Yeah, I think that was his girlfriend.
Okay. Oh well. Okay then. Because yeah, that didn't seem right to me. That's why I was just like, oh no, I don't know about this. Okay. All right. My bad.
Girl, I don't know how you thought that was Spencer, because that.
I don't know. I was.
I
so
think a
caught
lot
up
of
in it
people
all.
did. Yeah, a lot of people were confused by that and who that was.
Yeah, I definitely.
It was
don't-
weird.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, that wasn't Spencer.
Yeah.
Not all of them have walked me through what the evidence is as to what the context is.
Okay. So you can't verify the evidence then?
What does that mean I can't verify it?
You can't verify if what they're posting is legitimate.
It means
You
that there's a
verify
much
it.
larger issue here. Not only do we have no idea what's going on, it seems like you don't know what's going on.
I do know what's going on. I don't know the complete story.
You're the complete story. That's your job, just to get the complete story out there. You understand how crazy this sounds?
That is what we are working on.
Why did they come to you? I don't understand. You clearly have never done anything like this before.
And that is why I've been asking for help, Nick.
Why the hell did you make a statement of fact calling somebody a pedophile when you couldn't even properly walk?
Are we going to keep arguing this?
Yes!
Yeah, we are. We have to keep arguing it because you clearly don't understand the ramifications of what you're doing to this case.
Because you're setting it up for the guy who potentially, like, molested and abused tons of women to take the money you've given these victims in court in a civil case.
I'm going to tell you right now, I actually believe the victims. I think that there is some malfeasance involved, but how you've handled this case and how you've been doing this call so far, you know who has a grounds to sue you? You know who has some credibility to win now? It's Camden.
Not only is this guy not going to go in jail, you're going to end up paying him, bro. You give him money.
You want to
exactly?
You read to me earlier?
Yeah, this case is a shit show. It feels like every single answer creates 10 more questions. But what I refer to
That's exactly how it is. It's question after question after question. And honestly, I think part of my burnout with this story is I'm so sick of asking the same questions.
And yeah, there's still nothing new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing new we have is they're talking about suing Mutahar for $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing new with the actual case.
Yeah, let's face it. He's really, really rich, guys. So I think we could take him and get some money from him, yeah? What do you think?
Oh, that was so
fucking sickening.
Ugh, so gross.
as an unacceptable negligent failure on the part of MamaMax, some others might try to dismiss as mistakes or being in over his head. So we're gonna have to go deeper, which is fine for me because these things are usually 4 to 6 feet deep anyways.
Corpse, I know you have nothing to do with this, but with all of your power, influence, and the favor you owe me, I just couldn't help myself. Remember when you reached out after years of not speaking to me while
I remember this. I remember this. This was so uncomfortable. It's like Corp's husband broke up with him or something.
was at the hospital tending to my sick girlfriend, and you kept trying to rush me home to do you a huge favor. So how about you do me the fucking favor this time and talk about something besides yourself for once? It will give you a good look.
I legitimately have no idea why people are surprised. This guy literally does this every single year. He does weird shit like this every single year. This was another video about predators. Max clout begging is not something new for this case. In reality, Max has been doing this for years in his stupid fake voice. In fact, a lot of the creators he had on board jumped ship after the hashtag PickAside YouTube fiasco just last year.
Susan Wojcicki, stop fucking lying to us every time you have to give a statement. Either do something good for this site once in your fruitless life, or step the fuck down.
Dude, I think that's why she quit. You got him.
You gonna talk about the YouTube controversy? Is it the whole pick a side thing? I said this about the last thing he did. I think that's the absolute worst way of going about anything ever.
Look, Max being a cringy clout demon is already common knowledge for most, and not really worth investigating further for this video. I just wanted to point this out for newcomers. The real tea on Max's history is related to his previous investigations. Since Max is representing at least 8 survivors currently, how many predators has Max put away in the past?
Is there any proof or evidence that MamaMax has not just got anyone?
I will say Chud has been grinding this content.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Chud has looked into everything. I'm like, no wonder you stream 8 to 10 hours. My god, bro.
And getting into old commentary lore as well, like just throughout. So like he did. It's so funny. Going like, who's Jalen? Who's this person?
Yeah, Chud's been grinding them gears, buddy. Good god.
Yeah.
Charged or prosecuted? Is there any proof that he's even got anyone arrested that we can see?
Well, 2 years ago we spoke, and he claimed a man by the name of Pablo Sonny was arrested.
I don't give a shit if my video comes back up. It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody.
Was that as a result of your video, or was that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video. I don't know if the police asked him to come back, or he went on his own volition, or they forced him to come back. I don't know any of those details. I just know he went back to Canada and was in police custody for a certain amount of time.
That's all well and good, but Max has been doing this for 5 years, and one single arrest is not really substantial. We also don't really know what happened to that guy. Hardly a success story, wouldn't you say? The main takeaway that I want people to understand is that we don't know how many predators Max has even caught. Look, people can test this, but unfortunately, we just don't know. We don't have proof of how many predators Max has caught. Do you think that MamaMax has any arrests? Like, do you think he's ever actually gotten a predator arrested?
I have no idea. Obviously, you're gonna say no, right?
You were in one of his videos, right? Like, he had you in a video.
Yeah.
Had you ever, like, watched his content before you agreed to that?
A little bit, but it was pretty hard for me to get through, honestly.
In one of Max's predator...
Same. Same.
Right.
All right, hold on 1 second. I have to run to the restroom. I will be right back. I swear to God, I'm sorry. Talk among yourselves.
Hey, chat.
Hi, chat. What's going on? Oh, I just want to say,
creepy?
Yeah. I've always got Troopy. Hi, Troopy. Since our last live, we've gotten so many more members, and I just wanted to say thank you to those people that have signed up for memberships. You will be getting a members live chat very, very soon, towards the end of the month. So stick around for that for all the newcomers if you didn't know.
Yeah, our members chats are always fun.
Yes, they are. We've got all our little greenies and hi lurkers. Did you see this? I'm going to put it in our broad chat. Hang on a second. Oh no.
That is hilarious. What a mess.
Okay, I'm back.
That sounded like Roblox sort of a
You know, I don't appreciate y'all making fun of me every time I turn around. You're as bad as my chat.
Every now and then I fall apart.
Oh my god. Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Expose videos, the Discord Max infiltrates, quote unquote, isn't real. He created it with footage to retell his story.
Which basically forced my hand into joining these closed-off communities where they could easily get to me.
So basically, he says he's in this roly-poly's Nanakarobi Yoki, but this is his server that he set up. He's the admin or mod for this server because you can see he's got the cog icon. Go to your Discord. If you go to a Discord, you see you won't have that if you're not an admin or moderator. But that means that that's your server. You're the admin. You've set that up. And the thing is, what people would argue is like, oh well, but you know, he's doing that because he's doing it for the sake of the video. And it's like, okay, well, where's the evidence that he did this thing that he's claiming that he did, joining this server and putting it? You know, he's out here claiming that he's putting himself in danger.
So now it's
not
Chud
crazy.
PI.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
Chud's
you know,
been
not
on
only
one.
that, when you watch like a documentary series on a crime, when they reenact something, they normally write on there like reenactment or something. They don't just lead people to think this is real footage.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but
why didn't he do that? That would have been so easy.
Because with Max's stuff, you have to just believe that everything's fake until he tells you it's real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's banking on everybody thinking everything's real though, without him like I mean, everybody thought stuff was real.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Like he was just making stuff up when he could have very easily just wrote on there like this is for dramatization purposes or
Yeah, could have, but didn't. Because
Most people don't read it, and even if he did, most people don't read anyway. Most people don't read anyway. I can tell you
That's
now,
true.
somebody that worked in retail, they don't read signs. They don't read stuff you put up on the on a prompt. They don't read.
That is true, yeah.
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 But I feel like it still would have saved him from people being able to throw that clip back up saying, oh, look at the cogwheel. He's faking this. If he would have just wrote that it was a dramatization. Like, he's never thinking ahead. That's his problem. He's never thinking ahead.
If he did put it was draft for dramatization, then he wouldn't have said that it risked his life to go do this, right?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't play into his narrative that he's going with.
Mm.
Yeah. Shady.
just up in the air at how much of Max's predator allegations are actually real. Sure, this detail is largely inconsequential to the story and may appear to just be me reaching. I like to call it laying the groundwork, but nevertheless, we don't know how much of Max's content he's willing to fake. We just don't know. But the last one is the real damning thing here. A long Reddit post went up that piqued my interest recently. Calm down, H-Bomber guy. I'm gonna credit the dude.
True.
Maximum Platypus 69 raised a lot of interesting questions about multiple MamaMax previous videos. Remember, if you think we're reaching, this guy hunts predators. There should not be this many questions about things he might have faked in the video. But the one that stood out to me was Max's video on IMVU.
I find the agonizing screams of hundreds of my children pleading for justice after their abuse on IMVU. I hear you, and you will go through this alone no more. We will help.
I don't like
You don't
that.
know.
I don't like how he said hundreds of my children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
just-
whole cult thing.
That's that.
Yeah,
that rubbed me
seriously.
the wrong way. I don't like that at all.
Yep.
IMVU is a 3D avatar social networking application. In this video, Max claimed a user named Casey was exploited by Pablo Sonny. Yes, if you've been paying attention, Pablo Sonny is also coincidentally the only predator that Max was able to get arrested. He claimed it was because of this video. The Reddit poster takes issue with a story of a victim named Casey, whose only friend on IMVU was Pablo. Max claims to have reverse image searched Casey's Naruto profile pic to a YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, Max claims he miraculously got access to Casey's unlisted videos she posted. I don't think I have to tell you this, but that's really convenient. And I'm going to tell you anyway. We are currently approaching Dream's Minecraft world record Ender Pearl luck on this Predator investigation. But don't worry, there's more. On her account, there was a video titled, "This is where you raped and killed me," that showcased a bloody white sheet in the woods. Maximum Platypus 69 correctly pointed out that the vast majority of Max's abuse survivor audience interpreted this as Casey either being deceased or taking her own life following the unlisted video's release. Max would respond later in a Q&A, and it was really awkward.
Is there an update on Casey? Can you talk about how you got into the account or how you found it?
Can't-
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I can't talk too
unfortunately.
much about Casey. I don't know what I can and can't say. I will tell you that yes, she's okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, thank God. I didn't even know that. Holy shit. That's something I wanted to actually jump in VC with you about at some point.
But y'all thought she was dead, though.
Yeah. Because that's literally what he said.
Yeah. And nobody questioned that? Nobody questioned that. Jesus Christ.
Yes, but
Thank God.
I'm gonna stop talking about it. There's a lot I want to say about it, but I can't fucking talk about it.
Yeah, we'll respect her privacy too. We'll respect.
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
the
exactly.
He hasn't made it up
for now.
yet.
Thank you, Max, for
What?
He hasn't made it up yet, so he can't talk about it.
Yeah.
for that very relieving update.
So apparently, Casey is alive, but many have pointed out that aside from Max's spoken word testimony, if you will, there is no concrete proof that Casey ever existed. Like, at all. Like, at the time of Max's upload, Casey's accounts were deleted. Look, it's one thing to recreate a piece of media to tell a full story of what really happened, and it's another to create an entire human being and plop them down in an active predator investigation because you're a filmmaker.
But what was the cost?
Everything. A teenage girl, known only as the moniker KC157434, takes her own life after being groomed and raped by a man she met on the platform.
Is this girl Casey even a real person? He claims in this video that he found her no subscriber YouTube channel through a reverse image search using her profile picture on the game IMVU, where he then hacked this girl's YouTube channel and found an unlisted video called
Oh yeah, he hacked in her YouTube channel and just so happened to find a video that was unlisted. Yeah.
That's far-fetched and ridiculous. And like also reverse searching an image of Naruto. You know how many people have Naruto as their profile picture, and probably that one in particular? Like, that's so far-fetched.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
"This is where you raped and killed me," which is a video that shows assumingly Casey filming the site of her rape and has bloody sheets and a pillow in the middle of the woods. So if the narratives are fake, you not only lied about her death, but also that she was raped too, and made up this whole Batman ARG fake story that you had hackers behind the scenes get into her YouTube channel and find this secret encrypted unlisted video that she uploaded days before, like, herself. This is nuts.
Take a look at the post. I'll link it down below. While I will say the OP's evidence is fairly compelling, much like the other 3 allegations I have just levied, there is unfortunately no concrete proof that Max is lying or faking anything. But what if there was? What if this entire segment was just backstory for the biggest nuke that I've ever dropped in my 5 years on YouTube? Oh wait, I forgot. Leaked call. Oh no. Are you dipping too, Max?
I'm down to keep talking to you if you have more questions.
Don't be fooled now, you haven't seen anything yet. In fact, any of the 3 upcoming reveals in isolation would be career-ending for really any YouTuber in Max's field. I also think what you're about to see will be fairly shocking to his audience of sexual abuse survivors that he's farmed for cash month after month on Patreon. For that reason, alongside transparency, I will allow the next 8 excruciating minutes to play unimpeded, and I will only rejoin you after Max Striker's reputation has been thoroughly eviscerated.
I like how he says that. I'm not coming back until his reputation is thoroughly eviscerated.
At the 1-minute mark, your mind will be blown. At the 5-minute mark, you'll be thinking it can't possibly get any worse. And around 2.5 minutes later, you'll realize it can. And it is. Enjoy. So recently, people have been saying that your investigations kind of skew the line between fact and fiction because they're finding things that you've created as context for the video. I think people are pointing to the Discord server that you were an admin of when you were showing it. The lawsuit that you changed the name or whatever. How much of what you do is kayfabe and how much of it is legitimately, like, live? This is the investigation. Here it is.
So, the investigations themselves are real, but obviously the films have fictional elements. There's multiple reasons. Like, for example, the admin thing on the Discord server, I had to recreate it. Yeah, that was a recreation because I didn't have the originals. The IMVU thing, I wasn't. I don't know why people are saying like it's a film. Like I am presenting it as if it were to be real, but I didn't think people would take it as that. Like,
but wait, files. You don't think that people are going to think your videos are real?
So that's the thing. So I want everyone, when you watch my video, to assume everything is fake, except like when I show a people's face and what they're doing. Like, because obviously that's all.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
You got all these people who are thinking it's real, and he catches people. He catches people. No, I want y'all to think it's. I want y'all to think it's fake, but yet he doesn't stop them from thinking it's fake.
Do all the survivors or all the victims know that this is the case?
I mean, I'm sure they do now. They didn't before.
Because I don't think any of them would have gone to him if they would have known if that he presents information as false or incorrect or fiction, and then only sometimes telling the truth when the victims or when the accuser's picture comes up on the screen. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think anybody would have gone to him for any sort of help if that was the case.
Eli didn't. Eli told God, I hate saying his name. Eli told Slug on his stream she didn't know all that about him.
Yeah.
Because they were watching the Nick video and she was reacting to it. And yeah, she didn't know a lot of that.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I know I said unimpeded. My bad. Won't happen again.
So I want everyone when you watch my video to assume everything is fake, except like when I show a pedo's face and what they're doing. Like, because obviously that's all real. And that's why we include like Mega Drive links to show like this is the full evidence. This is all real. Everything else should be considered fake, whether it's real or not. Like if I'm sending viruses to a pedo, whether that's fake or real, that's on purpose, because I don't want people to know if I'm actually sending viruses to pedos, because that's implicating myself.
Okay.
Like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
That implicates him anyway. Like, just saying that. I don't. What the hell?
He's never thinking ahead. I'm telling you, that is his number one problem. Is he cannot think ahead. He just talks.
True.
So, I guess the next logical question from there is just asking, because now it's come up saying like, well, you've never been to court. What have you done? What is the most substantial outcome of a predator hunt that you've done? What is the final nail in the coffin? You're like, if you had to go tell somebody, oh, what do you do? What does Max Striker do? What's your proudest moment?
Honestly, the hunting pedos isn't my proudest aspect. The thing I'm proud of is inspiring those who are CSA survivors to fight back. That is my goal.
Have you ever gotten someone arrested?
If I have, then I don't know it.
You went on my podcast to tell me that you got someone arrested and it was because of your video, just to be clear. Would you like to re-answer that question?
I've been emailed stuff like, hey, you got this guy arrested, congratulations.
You went on and you said, this guy was arrested, it was because of me, it was because of my video. And you told me that 2 years ago.
It's kind of egotistical of me to say. That was my video that did it. I don't know that for sure.
Christ.
Swanee, he is so full of shit.
Oh no! Why, Max? Why?
Oh no.
Oh.
But then you said recently that he fled to the Philippines. So was Sonny ever arrested? Pablo Sonny? Did that ever even happen?
Yes, he did. All we know is that his last location we picked him up from was Mexico. Whether he fled to the Philippines or not, we don't know. We just know he has family there, and that's the most likely destination they would go to, just because.
But he was so he was arrested. That was.
Pablo Sonny? I don't think so. I think he got away.
Oh.
Dude, what the
if he was arrested, I have no idea.
Why did you tell me he was arrested? You said Pablo Sonny was arrested and my video did it. Why did you lie to me on my show?
Yep.
Do you have a clip of that?
Yes. It's in something I've been currently editing.
Yeah, send it to me.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I think there's even a video on YouTube. Actually, can you just jump in the screen share? I'll just pull it over. Because somebody archived it.
I guess I can hear stuff, but I can't see anything.
Perfect. That's all you need, because the visual is a drawing. This is the 2 clips, contrasting clips of Pablo Sonny. What is your primary goal? Is that then? There's no. What's your other?
Well, I guess the question is like the next getting at is like, okay, so you want to enact this change. What do you hope is the eventual result of your video?
Okay.
Of all this.
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give a shit if my video comes back up. It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody. And
was that as a result of your video, or was that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video. The video was about IMVU and this one predator. I made it about him and him alone.
I remember you as a game, right? You
Yes.
played the game and you exposed this guy.
Yes.
Do you mind walking me through the chain of events that led from your video to him being imprisoned?
Yeah, so I dropped the video. The end of the video is a call to action. Usually all my videos are a call to action, like find him, and we did.
So in this case, find him meant like you didn't know who he was. You wanted his doc so he could go to jail.
All we had was his face and his voice.
Right.
And out of that, I said find him, and then within 24 hours, we found him. And then I started social engineering all of his friends to give me his information, and they did. And then we pegged him. He fled to Mexico. We found where he was in Mexico. I don't know if the police. He was from Canada, so I don't know if the police asked him to come back.
As all terrible people are.
I don't know if the police asked him to come back, or he went on his own volition, or they forced him to come back. I don't know any of those details. I just know he went back to Canada and was in police custody for a certain amount of time.
So you lied.
So that was what I was told through Instagram posts when I was in contact with his friends.
You didn't remember that until I showed you the clip? You didn't remember that, like, this is your biggest crown achievement, that you got pedophile arrested?
I didn't remember the details, no. I just remember he fled to Mexico, all the police custody shit. That was only shit I was told. I couldn't verify any of that.
Busted.
You know he was shitting his britches when he played that clip.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you just got on stream and told everybody it was me, I did it, MamaMax, #1.
Yeah, that's not cool. You can let people know I think that.
Thank you. So that was one of the major points of contention. Last question. This is an ethical question, one of my favorite types of questions. In your previous investigations, what have you done to ensure that the evidence you're passing over to police is sufficient to get, prosecution? And what precautions do you take to make sure it's usable in a court of law?
So with Wayne's probably the best one. I mean, we literally had him in a voice call. Like, it's like the Mega Drive. Like, it's literally us saying we're 14 years old. He's saying, yeah, I want to see your pussy. I want to see, like, I want you to ride me and shit like that. To what he thinks is a 14-year-old, and we verified that by telling him, like, I don't know, I'm young. I don't know, I'm only 14. I think that should be sufficient to put him in prison. But the law says otherwise, I suppose, because as far as I know, he hasn't been imprisoned, and people have been I received an email that someone was going to talk to the deputy about why he hasn't been arrested, and I'm also actually going to start interviewing police local to me as to...
Nobody cares. Who cares about that last part? What in the... He's trying to unbury himself, but he doesn't realize he's buried.
Yeah, you gotta dig up. Yeah. Good luck.
Jesus.
His little hamster wheel was just running overdrive there, wasn't it? Like, he was trying to... He was struggling to find something to say that was actually, like, of any merit.
Yeah.
Found nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing in that filing cabinet upstairs. It was all empty.
Arrested, because I know they all want to arrest them. It's just the law binds them.
So you've never actually gotten a pedophile arrested?
Not to my knowledge.
So your content is just making fun of pedophiles online?
I suppose, like I said, my biggest goal is to inspire survivors to fight back. And if I can do that, then I feel like I've done an adequate job.
So as it turns out, it was never a question of conviction. No wonder Max has never been to court before. In his 5 years of playing dress-up predator hunter, Max was never even able to secure so much as an arrest. As it turns out, all you need to be a distinguished predator hunter on YouTube is to farm inadmissible evidence by pretending you're a minor and sexting those predators. In fact, let the record show, we can count at least one time Max has sent pictures of his own ass to perverts online so they can record themselves beating off to it. But we can't count at least one time Max has investigated a predator that has led to an arrest.
I was gonna say, yeah, what was with that? He literally put himself in like some sort of leggings, he shaved his legs and took a picture of his own butt to try and lure somebody into like saying that he was like 14 years old, like a girl. Like, this is like that's interfering in the deepest, wrongest way possible. Like, take that shit to the police, you weirdo. What the hell?
Yep.
Get his name, his personal social media, and above all else, I could not get his face, at least until I sent him a picture of my ass. Oh shit! And yes, that is my actual ass. So why don't you go to Patreon and support me sending my ass to pedophiles and ruining their pitiful little lives.
And then
wait a minute.
Patreon with
and
his
then
butt.
Phil's Patreon. Oh my god.
Why do you shave his legs if he was wearing leggings? Did he just do that because he wanted to?
I think the shaved leg thing was like a bet or something with his audience or something. I don't think it had to do with that.
Oh my god.
That's weird. Okay.
My ass makes them horny enough to send me a picture of their face that I then publish to all of you.
Somebody get this guy's Patreon. We need to fund this operation more. So just to clarify, the vast majority of Max's content is fake. He's flabbergasted that you stupid viewers thought it was real. He's also lied about getting arrested to try to bolster his credibility in the past, and he can't even keep his story straight now. Finally, when asked what he does to make sure his investigations are ethical and could lead to prosecution, Max more or less confirms that he's a content vigilante with no ethical framework for serious stories. I hope now it's become evident why he responds so dramatically to the slightest criticism. Max is a liar. Max is a con artist. And now everyone knows it.
Is there a single person that MamaMax can point to that he can claim conclusively was arrested as a result of one of his investigations or reports?
Have you ever gotten someone arrested?
If I have, then I don't know.
If you actually watched his other videos, like the one on IMVU, he tried to do the exact same thing.
Because it's a scam! Because it's a scam!
Tommy, did you know that he claims he got one person in jail, but he won't reveal their identity?
Yes, because it's a scam!
The IMVU thing, I wasn't... I don't know why people are saying
Tommy's been yelling it's a scam for 3 years.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Like it's a film. I am presenting it as if it were to be real, but I didn't think people would take it as that. So I want everyone, when you watch my video, to assume everything is fake, except like when I show a pedo's face and what they're doing.
What bothers me is your answer right there. You've been doing this for 5 years and you don't know how the process goes? How
I've
many
never
people
been-
have you actually caught?
I've never been to court.
Oh, well then shit, that makes sense then. There you go, folks.
I'm glad
You're a vigilante for views only. You're a vigilante for views only.
True.
So good.
Damn straight,
Chef's
Xylie.
kiss.
True.
Holy crap.
That girl is smart, even if she does sound like a country hick.
Hey, that don't mean nothing.
Apparently, Destiny went over the video, and apparently my nickname now is Alabama Lab.
Oh no! No!
Don't be comparing me to that chick. Do not be. I can't stand Lab. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Y'all need
That's
to stop.
not fair. That
Y'all
is
need to
not
stop.
fair. Oh.
Alabama Lab. The hell?
So you've never actually gotten a pedophile arrested?
Not to my knowledge.
So your content is just making fun of pedophiles online?
I suppose, like I said, my biggest goal is to inspire survivors.
It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody. And it
Was that as a result of your video, or was
Yes.
that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video.
You went on and you said, this guy was arrested, it was because of me, it was because of my video.
It's kind of egotistical of me to say that it was my video that did it. I don't know.
That's mostly your problem. You're egotistical. That's most of your problem.
It gets in the way all the time.
All
that
the
ego.
time. Yep.
That for sure.
But then you said recently that he fled to the Philippines. So was Sonny ever arrested? Pablo Sonny? Did that ever even happen?
Pablo Sonny? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think he got away.
I'm using you to deflect criticism. I am still getting criticism.
away.
How are they shielding? They're not shielding me from anything. I am still getting criticism.
People have been playing that card for so long. I use survivors to shield from criticism. I've never shielded myself from. I almost always just get criticism. While I'm asking.
Bro, that's all you've been doing. What?
Mm-hmm.
Even in his taking accountability video, he was shielding himself with them. He throws them up like not a pokeball, but he throws them up like a shield, yeah.
Why you did not
like a
direct contact.
Pokeball.
Yeah, I was saying no, like a Pokeball. Yeah,
No, that's a
I like
great
that.
analogy. He'd be like, "Hey, Spencer, I choose you."
Yeah,
goes out in
true.
the front.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she just rolls out of a Pokeball. I'm picturing it in my head.
Oh
so
my
good.
god, buddy.
Contact us only in public streams.
Max, I've seen your latest
Spencer?
video. I caught up with this whole situation. I have texted you.
What it felt like seeing him on streams.
You went on with.
Hold on, can you put Max on for a second?
I'm right here.
That was snaky as dude. Oh, I'm coming after you, Mudahar. Stand back, Spencer. Can you tell him what you felt? You are literally just a little snake hiding behind her, dude. That's disgusting.
You listen to me?
The majority of MamaMax's die-hard audience are sexual abuse survivors, and he's currently taking advantage of them. It's the perfect grift, really.
Yep.
Why would you criticize a guy who's going after?
That's the biggest misjustice, I think, too.
Yeah.
How many CSA survivors he has in his audience, and my God, he's taking advantage of them with their pocketbooks or with their wallets.
Yeah. How many
Yep.
of them are in their Patreon? How many of them are like, putting money towards the the other victims, so-called victims? I don't know what to call it now because it's so hard to know if anything is fact or fiction. Like it's, believe the victims, but there's a point where you need evidence to be able to go any further, and I'm just not quite sure what's going on anymore.
True.
Did y'all catch
Why would you put in work to do it right?
What?
Did y'all catch Lyric's stream last night where he was calculating about how much, like a guesstimated amount, bare minimum, he's making on his Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would he know
he's
that if
making
you don't
at
know?
least.
How do you know that if you don't know the exact numbers he has of Patreon members?
Yeah,
I
because
don't know. I think he said. Oh yeah. Well, for some reason he was throwing out the number 3,000. I don't know where he got that from.
Maybe someone in the chat was a part of the Patreon.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But also, like, Patreon names in particular rub me the wrong way as well. We had zygotes and embryos as the titles of, like,
his
the couple of
Discord is
tiers.
called. His Discord is Mama's Womb.
Oh, what?
So weird.
Yeah.
No.
He's got mommy issues. I bet you money.
Oh, 100%.
It probably goes deeper than just the name. Yeah, he's got some mommy issues or something going on.
Hey, that doesn't pay well. Just blame the police. I mean, people already hate the police, right?
I don't want to wait for the bureaucracy of law enforcement to take their time when it's already been 7 years with multiple reports. Like, that's
It's not
ridiculous.
a quick fix.
And,
That's another thing too that people need to understand. It's not a quick fix. Something like this takes a long time. It doesn't. It can't happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
that's also why we're taking them to court as well, because this is absurd.
Keemstar, remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend and you came right as she touched your leg? It was me. I jerked you off at super speed so it seemed like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
Oh,
There's one more topic on the docket that we need to discuss.
I have no
Wait a minute.
clue. I do not know. I do
How
not
did
know.
I miss that?
I do
I
not know.
missed that the first time watching.
It is what it is.
I mentioned earlier that Max's exes and former friends have come together to accuse him of abuse. This is not something I feel equipped to discuss at this moment in time, and that would be for a separate video by a separate creator. What I can talk about is the allegation that Max levied against the video's creator, Magnetar, before his real name became known as Anthony Field.
Anthony Field, Haley's boyfriend, Magnetar on YouTube, the one who published this video on me.
Anthony has essentially had his life ruined by MamaMax. The call out led to his job getting bombarded, and the emails received were disgusting. It's one thing to be falsely accused by some loser online, like I'm Alex, and it's another thing for a respected predator hunter to make claims he is completely unable to prove against you. The allegations levied by Max are completely unsubstantiated by his own admission. The only people who claim to have seen the unobtainable proof of this interaction occurring is an undisclosed girl and Max's own sister. Max has every reason to slander this person.
That's another person that pops up with MamaMax a lot too, is his sister.
Yeah, it's funny that.
Yeah, it's surprising to me that he has siblings because he has like only child energy to me.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't have thought he would have had any family other than like his parents, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't seem like the type of person that would actually be like, you know how sometimes you've got brothers and sisters and you have kind of like that sort of giving and generous sort of feel about you because you're used to sharing as you grow up, and I don't know, that's just not something he's exuding, is it?
Yeah, I definitely feel like he was an only child. Like that's what you would think. Yeah.
Nah, his sister's involved in everything. She was part of his new stuff too.
Really?
I mean, his
Very
his old stuff. Like with the drawings and stuff like that. That was his sister's drawings.
Oh, in the Life Sucks series?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. His sister is heavily involved in his channel.
Interesting.
And everybody is a friend of his sister, or his sister got in touch with them or something. His sister's heavily involved.
I wonder if his sister actually exists.
No, his sister exists.
That's what I was just
She
thinking.
does. She does exist.
That'd be such a twist.
No, his sister exists.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I know people who met her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Dojangles, she met her before.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Verified.
All right, I'll believe it.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah.
as they are the vessel of the allegations being made against him. Ignoring Max's previously unknown history of lies, I'm still going to need to see more proof than my sister's friend told me this occurred. The reality is, Max's credibility alone carried this allegation.
Now, it turns out that the guy who orchestrated the video
might be
might be we sent out
Where does it end? Where does the cycle end?
like
and
Max showed us,
apparently,
like,
was this a White House interning with Obama or something? Like, there was this whole weird arc in there.
Yeah, because me and my girlfriend were like, we know Max, so it's like we just want to know this whole thing. And you got to imagine, like, if you're the guy running these things and you have a possible history.
I mean, to be honest, looking at it from his perspective, Max is this guy who obviously has a chip on his shoulder and hates this dude, right? And he's making videos about catching. He's just scared that one of the videos will be about him, so he's trying to discredit Max first.
Imagine that, the projection. It's oh my god, that's so fun.
At best, it made people like myself second guess looking into these allegations those 5 girls made and Anthony published. At worst, people like Mudahar and his co-host took Max's words, insinuated they could be valid off of no substantial evidence, and echoed them, effectively shutting down the story and further harming Anthony's reputation. I would like to personally apologize to Anthony for not looking further into Max back then. Maybe we could have salvaged this situation, and maybe we could have saved the current 8 girls a lot of trouble. I am, however, proud that we could get Magnetar and Mudahar together, just to hash out their differences. It is worth noting that Camden Gerard Davis's alleged abuse victim Spencer, who's also Max's roommate and friend, who's also friends with Max's sister, who's also friends with Anthony's alleged victim, claims that Anthony dressed up like a student after graduating to eat lunch at school with freshman girls. Oh, and because this is MamaMax, of course there's no evidence of that either. The dude apparently dressed up in a school uniform, snuck in multiple times, and not a single person snapped a picture of him. Nice.
Yeah. That's another thing. The reason why I think when it comes, okay, so Mudahar's been getting a lot of shit for like sticking up for Max and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest reason why Max got away with what he got away with, he was friends with big YouTubers and none of them watched his content because of how his content was.
Yep. Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so none of them questioned because behind the scenes, he was a nice friend. He was cool. He was a really sweet guy. He was a cool dude. So why would you question your friend doing this? You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I gave the example today in the stream. I was like, Chris the Narc is my friend. But do you think I watch every live stream he does? I watch maybe 5% of his content. So if he says something on his stream, I don't know he's saying it, but he's my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can see where they were, because not everybody can consume the content that he made.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he got away with it.
There's multiple things against Anthony Field. For me, I feel comfortable saying he is a pedophile. I don't feel he could do anything to me legally for saying that, because if he were to, the girl who made the testimony would come forward and testify.
So she has his dick pic and has timestamps of when it was sent. That's real, that exists?
He does not have his dick pic.
So what does she have that she could come forward with?
Just her memory. But
wait, so you don't think that you could legally be held liable for the statements you're making if he were to sue you because you have someone who can come forward and tell you it happened?
Well, I am just documenting what she said.
No, you are calling him a pedophile.
Correct. And to be able to successfully sue me for defamation, he would have to prove that I am lying, which I am not, because the girl is real and she sent me those DMs.
Now that the serious stuff is out of the way, does anyone remember the time that MamaMax tried to shill his beats to Anthony Fantano? Well, as it turns out,
Okay, I think we can skip this part.
Yeah.
Forever. In conclusion, this video proves that Max Stryker is a complete and total fraud. His persona MamaMax is a freak who does not help children prosecute their abusers. He hunts predators online as a soldier of fortune. He lies about his accomplishments to bolster his credibility. He manipulates his audience of abuse survivors by not disclosing large portions of his content are completely fake. And he uses credibility he never deserved in the first place to silence and ruin other people's lives. Just look at how he treated Tommy C. The man was Max's first real persistent critic, and during the videos he was supposedly hunting predators, Max
Tommy CW.
Yeah, W man.
Yeah. Took time out of his day to create a QR code campaign about Tommy and talk about sexually dominating him. The stuff on screen right now is completely psychotic, and even more so with the information we now know about how fraudulent Max's activities have been. I mean, look at the comments. Look at what people said to Tommy just because he spoke up and questioned the current narrative. MamaMax does not deserve anyone's support. MamaMax does not deserve a second chance. This is not a community that can offer one. This is a malicious person who preys on his supporters. He is the predator to them. To the girls Max is helping fight against Camden Gerard Davis, You claim to have escaped one cult. Don't be foolish now and fall into another. And MamaMax, this part is me, speaking directly to you. I know you, Max. I know how you operate. My friends and I know what you're about to say, so we have to spell it out for you. Yo, John Swan, drop the bass.
God,
no.
There's just like names you can't get away from. Holy crap.
Though we are different, we are all the same. Because above all else, there's one thing that holds us together. We don't like P-words!
Camden Gerard Davis is a child predator who has molested hundreds of children under the pretense of a vampire werewolf cult. It's absolutely crucial that we spread awareness of him.
Camden Gerard Davis's time is up. He's about to be expelled.
Camden Gerard Davis, you're going to jail.
There is a pedophile pretending to be a vampire. So if you come across Cameron Gerard Davis, be sure to contact MamaMax immediately in order to get this guy arrested for charity fraud.
What's that, Camden? What? Who are you? Someone in my chat was just talking about you. Thank you for the prime.
We are real.
Hey, Camden. Basically, don't feel
fucking
impressed
shoe nice,
because you're a vampire werewolf. People are saying mean to you. The Leviathan will come for your enemies. Getting patient.
Camden Gerard Davis is a stupid name and gets no fucking bitches, you vampire piece of shit!
We are real, Camden Gerard Davis. Whatever you may or may not have done, I'm not really sure.
Camden Gerard Davis, those teeth are fake, they make you look stupid, and there's no such thing as a black vampire. Cameron Gerard.
Fucking Tommy.
Blade.
Yeah,
Don't
Blade.
you dare say that. Blade.
That's true. What about Blade? Hello.
Yeah, I forgot about
Wait,
that.
wait. There's been black vampires all the time. They were in Twilight, and they were. Bro, come on now. Come on. Can't say that, Tommy. Tommy.
Completionist. Where's the charity money? The Leviathans are coming for you.
How's it going, everyone? Here in my garage. I want to give a quick shout out to Cameron Pro Jared the Completionist. Shout out to you, my dude.
The time for action is now. MamaMax needs our help. Camden Gerard Davis. MamaMax needs our help.
Well, hello, Camden Gerard Davis.
Oh my god.
Dude, okay, listen. He didn't know. He thought this was Amberlynn Reed, for one. And then people are thinking it's the one lady in Twitch poll that, oh god, I want to say she orbits Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with the F.
Yeah, they thought that it was her. And it was like, no.
Frogan.
Yeah, they thought it was Frogan.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, it's Foodie Beauty, God bless it. What the hell?
So funny. Oh my god.
So I've been told to roast you because you wear werewolf teeth, and I guess you think that's cool. And I've been told to tell you to stop making friends in Texas. I'm sure you would like to be on this beach with your werewolf teeth.
Cameron Gerard Davis, more like Cameron Gerard Davis, am I right? Because that dude is cringe at
Cameron Gerard Davis, the Leviathan, is coming for you. Whatever that is. I wasn't giving much context.
I like how she says whatever that is. I wasn't given much context.
Member of the Chinese Communist Party, Camden Gerard Davis.
Oh my god, Doc.
We are coming for you.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue who Camden Gerard is, but I'm just happy to be included.
Okay, his Sky Williams was my favorite one. Sky was my favorite one out of all of them.
We are coming for you.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue who Camden Gerard is, but I'm just happy to be included.
Camden Gerard Davis, I am standing on...
This asshole. Oh my god. It's so funny that he did this, and he was like completely willing to do it too.
Include who Camden Gerard is, but I'm just happy to be included.
Camden Gerard Davis, I am standing on your plot of land purchased from established titles, and I will be notifying MamaMax when you arrive.
Beware, ladies and gentlemen, hiding in your local inner cities can be Camden Gerard Davis, who is not only a vampire pedophile, but a vampire werewolf hybrid pedophile. Not many people know that fact about him.
We'll see you, probably never again.
Hey, what's going on, guys? While I was editing my video, I found out that Max tried to beat us out and post a really poorly edited video where he claims to be taking accountability. Shockingly, not much accountability was taken. The video was panned. He tried to launch a GoFundMe that was canceled by the time I woke up this morning. I think the only people who donated were a $5 donation that was anonymous and then Max himself. It's pretty clear he just tried to get out ahead of what was inevitably coming because there's not really much he can do to salvage the situation. And, I mean, in the future, if I make a part 2, I'll definitely go over it. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with the hemorrhaging subscribers he's losing on his main channel after posting it, and this absolutely hilarious ending that had to be scripted. I simply don't believe this happened naturally.
Yeah, Fortnite code DeOrio. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
see, that person has long dark hair.
Yeah, I didn't notice because his hair is the same color. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, totally.
Oh, and just a reminder for people who think that you're not important, you've caught just as many predators as Max Stryker.
Yes!
Alright, dude, that's it. Video's over. We're pinball channel now.
He is addicted to pinball machines.
I love this.
He is completely addicted. He is a nerd.
Hey guys, I missed everybody. Hello to all the new people too. I don't know if this video will get 1,000 views or 100,000 views, but either way, Muda will get the word out too. It was cool to work on something like this with you, buddy, and I'd like to now direct everyone to his coverage. That should launch simultaneously with my video. Also, while I'd like to make this all about me, guys like Tommy C kept this discussion brewing for 2 years, and despite being bombed by Max's fanatics, he just did not stand down. Shud Logic has been a great friend to me in the last year or so, and he's pushed me to make the content that I'm making now. I probably wouldn't be back without him keeping me entertained all this time. Check out his channel because he's been cranking out content on Max for weeks, and it's really good. Queeman, now recording, Lyrics, FPS Diesel, Turkey Tom, Xylie, everybody else who's either covered this already or dropping soon will be down below in the description. Also, I plagiarized Carl Jobs' music, and I'm not sorry. Okay, I got one call out. Augie RFC, I'm back on YouTube.
What's stopping you from doing something like this, you lazy motherfucker?
Yeah!
Exactly right.
Love it.
How many views is on this now?
He's over 200. I know that much. 237.
Hell yeah! Look at him go!
Awesome.
I think that's the most amount of views, isn't it? The most amount of views he's ever gotten.
That's crazy.
And go to videos, and let's go to popular.
Oh, getting there.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's insane. I'm so happy for him. Welcome back, Nick DeOrio.
Oh, yeah. It's at, 242. Yep.
In 2 days.
Yep.
Insane.
Yep, he's doing really good. Doing really, really good. Very proud of him. Good job,
Very
Nicholas
good.
DeOrio.
Well done.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat to this video. It's not in the chat, in the description.
Yeah, we're not live. We're not live.
We're not
just saying.
live. And also, Teddy, I'm not calling you Papa Teddy. Did I just ruin that? I'm not quite sure. But you said that in the last no, it wasn't a live. It was a premiere. You thought we were live. Well, we're still not live, but if you'd like to donate again, that'd be good. That'd be fine.
Oh yeah, we'll take donations. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether we're live or it's premiere, I mean, donations are always welcome.
We will take it for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Anything last you would like to say about the? Oh, excuse me. God, this medicine's making me have hiccups. Anything you got to say about the video?
I got one thing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the little amount of information we have, it's possible that this guy is a pedophile pretending to be a vampire, but it's also equally as possible, with the lack of information we have, that he is actually a vampire pretending to be a pedophile.
Oh, well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I guess so, Bonnie.
Anything's
I
possible.
guess so,
Yeah.
Bonnie. I guess so. I'm gonna let that one linger in the air.
Yeah, he's also
Yeah.
a vampire werewolf hybrid. Just so.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
that's right. Yeah.
I thought he was the vampire, she was the werewolf, and then all of a sudden she was the hybrid.
That's what I thought, that he was the vampire.
Yeah, he was
But the teeth don't make sense.
Oh no, or was he the werewolf? I don't know. The story is so convoluted, I don't know what's up or down anymore.
Exactly. Anything's possible. You can run with anything at this point.
I think Stephanie Myers is really going to run with this story and do her own book series off it again. Like it's going to be like a Twilight trilogy, but it's going to be Blackula.
True.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Go ahead and take us out.
All right. Well, that was episode 45 of the broadcast. Thank you all for coming out and enjoying this premiere with us. Please remember to like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks to all the members that joined us recently too. We will be having a members stream coming up towards the end of the month where you will be able to chat with all your fellow greenies. Sorry Greys and sorry lurkers, not like it matters to you anyway because you don't really chat, but you know, we know you're there. We understand. We got you.
Yep.
Comment down below what you think of the video. If you've got any other thoughts. Yeah, and we will see you again on Wednesday.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
I am autistic as fuck.
Yes. Ooh, ooh.
So good.
Oh no! Why, Max? Why?
Oh no.